grade. Welcome to flipped lesson number 1. Sequences and digits are the two topics that we are going to cover today. Counting numbers. What is a counting number? You might be thinking about our good old friend here from Sesame Street, and he would always say 1, two, 3, and so on. I am not going to bother you, but we have Count Dracula who will count for you later. Counting numbers, they start with 1 and they move on from there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like when you were younger, or maybe even still today. We always love ourselves a game of hide and go seek. And you don't start with, all right, -1, 0, 1. No, you always start with the number 1. Or as my niece counts, she goes 1, 2, skip a few, 99, 100. She's really fast at counting, I guess. So, counting numbers, they start with 1. It's not brain science. We just start with 1 and we move on from there. So, counting numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so on. Sequence. What is a sequence? So we talked about counting numbers, and now we're going to be talking about a sequence. Well, it's an ordered list of numbers, and it's just like the game sequence. We try to get the numbers in a row. The pieces on the cards, we try to get them in a row, just like in math. It is an ordered list of numbers. Okay, a sequence is an ordered list of numbers. And the term is each member of a sequence. So if I'm counting by twos, 2, 4, 6, 8, I can't all of a sudden just throw in a 9 for no reason because it's not in order. The sequence is here I'm counting by twos. And a term, 2 is a term, 4 is a term, 6 is a term, and 8 is a term. It's just each piece of my sequence. So an example number 1 here on page number 8, if you're in your book following along, says what are the next 3 terms in this counting sequence? Well, I need to figure out what am I counting by. Only then will I be able to figure out what the next 3 terms are. So let's say this out loud together. I'll say it out loud. You can say it in your head. 3, 6, 9, 12, blank, blank, blank. So what am I counting by? You might be able to figure out. If you're ever confused, just find out the difference between each term. And if they're the same, then you can find the next one. So how many is it from 3 to 6? 3, 4, 5, 6. It's 3. 6 to 9, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3. So I'm adding 3's. So 12 plus 3 is 15. 15 plus 3 is, and 18 plus 3 is. So those are my next 3 terms in this counting sequence of 3's. Example 2 says to describe the rule for counting the counting sequence below. And what is the next term in the sequence? 56, 49, 42. Well, first, am I adding? Are the numbers going up in value? Or am I subtracting? Are the numbers going down in value? Are they decreasing? Well, let me look at them again. 56, 49, 42. I am decreasing in value. By how many? How many did I decrease between 56 and 49? It's one of those tricky terms, one of those tricky factors of sevens. Ugh. 56, 55, 54, 53, 52, 51, 50, 49. I'm subtracting by sevens. So between 49 and 42 is 7. So 42 minus 7 equals 35. And I'm done, right? No, because the problem said to, don't forget to describe. So I am counting down, or you can say I am subtracting by 7. So the next term is 35. Because in my question, it says to describe the rule. And then what is the next term? Don't forget to do both. So digits. Digits is the next term that we are going, the next definition that we're going to look at here on page number 9. And digits. You might hear this, hey, can I get your digits? They're talking about the numbers. And how many numbers do you see on this phone? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Even 0 is a number. So a digit, there are 10 digits in our number system. They are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. They make up all the numbers that we have in our counting system, our number system. If I take a number like 385 and I look at each digit, each number that is in the number 385, I find a 3, I find an 8, and I find a 5. How many total digits do I have? I have 1 3, 1 8, and 1 5. There are 3 digits in that number. So I want you to take a look at example 3. It says the number 186,000 has how many digits? I don't need to look at this number and figure out which place value it holds. All I need to do is underline each digit or place a little arrow, whichever helps you, or put an X over each one. How many underlines do I have? I have 6. How many arrows do I have? I have 6. How many X's do I have? I have 6. Digits are just the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So how many digits? I have 6 digits. Let's take a look at example number 4. It says, what is the last digit of 26,348? The last one. What does he mean by last? I mean the last one that you say. Read this number again to yourself and figure out what the last number you say is. The last number you say is 8. 26,348. 8 is the last digit. Pretty tough, I know. I want you to look at your lesson practice on page 9, and we're going to go through a few of these together. Page 9, you have A through M, and that's a lot, so I want to read through some of the directions with you now before you get started. And once we're done going through 2 of them, I want you to complete letters A through M before going on to your written practice. The directions above letter A say to describe the rule for each counting sequence. Then write the next 3 terms in the sequence. Describe the rule. So let's look at this sequence. 6, 8, 10, blank, blank, blank. What am I counting by? I am counting up by how many? 2's. And therefore my next number, 10 plus 2 is 12. 12 plus 2 is 14. 14 plus 2 is 16. Okay? I want you to jump on down to letter G, and there are some directions above letter G. It says how many digits are in each of these numbers. and they give you G, H, and I, that they want you to count the number of digits. So remember, this is where we use either an underline, an X, or an arrow, or all three. How many digits are in each of these numbers? Well, here's 1, here's 2, here's 3, here's 4, here's 5, and that's it. So we have 5. Make sure you put your label digits, because it's asked how many digits, therefore I have to put that as my label, okay? So I have 5 digits. I want you to look forward, look on page number 9, complete practice, letter A through M, and then on pages 10, or just page 10, you have only numbers 1 through 25 for next time. Lesson number 1 for next time.